Hi everyone, this is Jim Ross from 3 Mile Domination. Thanks for tuning in to the 3 Mile Domination show. And in today's episode, I want to talk about waiving fees, being lenient with your delinquent customers, having the same people on the list every single month that are getting cut for auction. I remember, being a storage manager and going through that. It seemed like it's the same people over and over and over again, and you just kind of like, well, they're good for it, they're good for the $85, whatever it's going to be to cut their lock or process for auction. They always end up paying, but it just ends up being it's just a pain over and over and over again, and trying to do payment plans, or they're going to make a payment next week and don't cut them yet because they're. I just talked to them. They're in the middle of something. They'll end up getting paid. Maybe I'm just getting cynical and just pissy in my old age. I don't know. But enough's enough. I've taken over some sites lately that I've had this not argument, but this just discussion. I can spit the words out regarding exactly that. It comes to people who are late, you're charging the fee. When it comes to the auction, you're charging the fee for auction. When they haven't paid, they are sold. These lien statutes are there for a reason. They're there to help us. They're there to help the owner keep things going. I won't name names, but I've seen some sites where, man, the delinquency rate was like 15, 20%. I've seen a lot higher than that, honestly, but lately I've seen that. And it's like, come on, that's just eating up your revenue each month. That's just lost income that's just sitting there that should be generated by a paying customer. Now you're just sitting there and you're just wasting your time and pissing around with someone that's gonna pay, and they're gonna, oh, I'll get that to you. You just kind of keep waiting and you keep waiting. I mean, cool to be nice, but to a point. You know what I mean? So you got these. Hopefully, you have a good lease that is. It states it in black and white. On this date you will be cut. On this day you will be sold. It's in black and white. As in storage, we have the we have the leverage here. We have all our stuff, so they'll pay. I mean, it's just like a utility bill. If you don't pay, you're gonna get your lights shut off. If you don't pay, you're gonna get your phone shut off. If you don't pay, we're gonna sell your stuff. No different, at least in my eyes. Now, again, I remember being a manager, and you take those phone calls, and you hear every excuse in the book of why they haven't paid and what's going on. And some of it is legit. I mean, I remember, I know exactly. I mean, people are moving. They're usually not in the best of circumstances. It's divorces, death, just moving in general, and it's a pain in the ass. And things come up, and things are tight, and money's tight. I get it. But we're still providing a service to them. Pay for it. Kind of simple as that. For instance, took over site not too long ago, and the previous managers have been there for a long, long time, and got to know everybody. I know these guys are good for it, blah, 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 blah. And it just kind of started ballooning and snowballing on them as far as how many people were late. And there was a lot of money just sitting there waiting to be collected. And I knew for a fact if we just went through the auction process, and that was totally in our right, could rerent those units in a heartbeat to paying customers. Anyway, long story short, we got a new management team in there, and we had a discussion of no more deals, give them a deadline, they pay, or see ya. We'll move on with the auction process. Yeah, some of the customers, kind of bitched and moaned a little bit about kind of the new regime coming in and having to pay, and heard a few excuses, but we carried on the timeline, and lo and behold, people actually ended up coming with the money and paying. And we went from, we'll get exact numbers, but from what it would have been as far as doing an auction to actually giving them a timeline of here's the state, you're going to get sold, people paid, and now we just have just a few that are going to end up going to auction. And everyone is current. It's amazing how that happens. So anyway, enough rambling. Basically, the bottom line to this is you have the law on your side. You hopefully have a good contract. Side note, if you don't have a good contract, Just Google it. I don't know if I'm allowed to, if I should give exact names, but there's people that are in the self-storage business. There are lawyers that will look at your contract, get you a new one, so it's ironclad. But as long as you have a decent contract that says exactly what the lien statutes are, when it's going to happen, follow it. They're there for a reason. Move on, start getting these units processed. Enough of the, pay half and this kind of thing. Enough of that. Pay your bill in full, or we move on with the auction. Simple as that. You don't muddy the waters. You're not, I don't know. Again, maybe just my old age and I'm just tired of dealing with it, but that's that's my stance, and it's working lately for me, and I recommend it for you. Kind of get rid of some of the headaches. So kind of get rid of that gray area. That's the bottom line. So I hate the gray area. I like black and white. So there you go. Again, thanks for tuning in. Please, any questions, comments, let us know in whatever you're watching this from, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. If it's a podcast, iTunes, give us a review. I'm the review king, so anything like that, I would really appreciate it. Again, we do this for free, so that's my payment. Give me a like, comment, review, whatever. So thanks a lot, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks so much for watching. We love to give away free books that will help your self-storage business. To pick up your free copy of Self-Storage Domination, the actions you must take to dominate your competition, simply go to selfstoragedomination.com.